Hello, I am Rackie, energy healer, intuitive, and spiritual teacher, and this is your angelic healing message for the week of August 4th. For the beginning of the week, for Monday and Tuesday, we got the card Sacred Boundaries. And actually, this is just the beginning of a new energetic theme. You're going to see that all the cards sort of deal with some sort of aspect of having healthy boundaries. The card says you deserve peace, create space that honors your soul and protects your energy. So having boundaries, having a list of things that you like and don't like. Life teaches you what you don't like. So as you are experiencing things, you learn what you don't like, what doesn't go with you, what you're not willing to put up with. And so you start creating that mental list, or if you've done reflection, perhaps you even written it down or journal about it, of the things that you no longer allow in your life or behaviors that you don't allow from others in your life. And one of the things I love most about this card is that it mentions how you deserve peace. When you allow behavior that you don't like, that doesn't resonate with you, it affects your inner peace. And it's talking about creating space that honors your soul, because when we speak about creating a list of boundaries of those things that you like or don't like, this list comes from your feelings. I feel I don't like that, or I could feel that doesn't go with me, that doesn't resonate with your feelings. Create this list, and your feelings come from as an expression of your soul. Okay, so that's the beginning of the week. For the middle of the week, for Wednesday and Thursday, we got the card Open to Receive. You've been giving too much or so much. Now it's time to receive. Open your heart and hands to receive. So, this is about correcting a behavior that perhaps you may be or not be aware of, that you've been giving, 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 but that formula of health, fulfillment, peace also requires you to receive. So, in the middle of the week, we're going to hold the intention to back off from giving so much of ourselves, giving so much of our energy, and allowing, opening up to receive. And this is about receiving in all aspects of your life: love, receiving abundance of money, receiving help. So opening up to receive. And then for the end of the week, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we got the card Stand in Your Power. Remember, awaken, accept, and reclaim how powerful you are. Love, empathy, intuition, and manifestation, these are your true powers. So quickly think of where your power has not fully shined in your life currently, or as a theme throughout your life. Because even though this card, well, yeah, it does have an element of reflection, because it says, remember, awaken. So these are the very first two steps. Like, you have to reflect on where your power is not standing out. Where are you not enforcing your power? And also reflect on, what are my powers? And it lists here love, empathy, intuition, and manifestation. These are your true powers. So we're not talking about forcing ourselves onto others, but reclaiming what you can do with your energy. This also speaks of reclaiming our independence, okay, from others that do enforce their power unto us. So it's a lot about reflection, then accepting, and then reclaiming. So it is also a card of action, which we don't usually get on the weekends. Weekends are usually to rest. But for the past few weeks, we have been getting cards like this. So if we look at the theme for this week, is all about actually reclaiming powers of having healthy boundaries, having that list of boundaries, assertiveness, and consequences, uh, standing in your power to receive, and then reflecting, awakening, and accepting and reclaiming your power. I hope you guys liked this week's message. If you want to book a one-on-one session with me, you can do so at my website, energyhealerrackie.com. Let me know if the messages are resonating. Leave me a comment. Like the video if you liked this week's message, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to continue receiving the Angelic Healing Weekly messages. Have a beautiful, loving week, everyone.